Right now, GMSA, TikTok, and its parent company are in court for a high-stakes hearing over the app's future in the U.S. Plus,
I don't think this is the last we'll see of crazies out there trying to do this.
Reactions are pouring in after what appears to be a second attempt to assassinate former President Trump in about 2 months. What the Secret Service is saying at this time and how the suspect was caught.
Taking a live look outside right now with live cam. Justice says heat sticking around at least for another week. So when will it feel like fall?
Live from KSAT 12, Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Good morning, 6 a.m. right now on your Monday. Guys, it is time to wake up. I know it's Monday, but we're getting there. September the 16th.
Thank you for starting your morning with us. We got a lot to get to, including a sports that's designed for people with disabilities. And that's got a lot of people talking this morning, Jackie.
Plus, some of the nation's heroes are back home after an exciting trip to Washington, D.C. But first, again, we got to get to Justin Horman. Heat sticking around. We are excited about Sunday because Sunday's the first day of fall.
It is officially.
Not going to feel like it.
No, it's not. This whole week's going to feel very much like summer. By the way, my kid's alarm is going off right now. So wake up, brush your teeth, eat breakfast. Let's go. It's time to go. It's Monday. All right, 97 is where we end up today. It's going to be another hot one. So short sleeves, shorts, all the fun stuff. Noontime 89, 96 at 3 o'clock, 95 6 p.m. There is a chance, an outside chance for a straight shower, but I wouldn't worry about it too much. Really, the big story is the heat. And 97, that may be the air temperature, but it's going to feel warmer than that when you factor in the humidity. Outside right now, quiet conditions, 75 degrees at the airport, 73 New Braunfels, 77 in Converse. There are some 60s on the map, but you got to go into the hill country to get there. It's not a bad morning, but as we look at the weather headlines, yes, the heat is going to be dominating the headlines this week. So near record heat in some cases, but certainly above average all week long. Heat index will be 100 plus. Then what about the cold fronts? When are they going to get here? When we say cold fronts, plural, because we would love lots of fronts to come through. So far, they're not in the forecast, but we're going to take a look at the climatology of when we may see that first front. And lastly, the fall equinox, as Japhanie pointed out, it is in our 7-day forecast. It's on Sunday. Not going to feel like it this week, though. Another look at the 7-day forecast, plus a good trivia question for you today coming up in just a bit. Let's get over to traffic now and get you out the door. Any issues?
Yeah, we do have one that just popped up about 10 minutes ago. This is some type of collision at I-35 and Loop 410 in the northbound lane right now. They say they got an interchange entrance ramp blocked at this time. A shoulder is blocked at this time. It's showing that it's minor. So if that is a part of your commute, keep that in mind. This video that we're seeing right here is Loop 1604 in Babcock. We got some construction going on right there. And in that construction zone, they do have 2 lanes blocked right now. So if that's a part of your commute, please give yourself some extra time, pack your patience. Let's get out on the roadways with Alex Gomez to see if he's seeing anything else on the roadways. And it looks like your drive is smooth, Alex.
Yeah, good morning, Japhanie. I just found that incident that you reported right now on the northeast side. So if you're going up 35 northbound and you exit 410 west, we are going to have that right lane blocked. I just made the U-turn. I'm going to try and get a better vantage point so you can see a little bit better of what I'm talking about. But again, the northeast side, if you're going up 35 north, the exit to 410 west, one right lane is going to be blocked. So everywhere else looks pretty good, Japhanie. Highway speeds are going to be pretty good this morning.
All right, Alex, thanks so much. Hopefully when you get closer to that, it will be clearing up. We'll check in with you later on throughout the show.
New this morning, San Antonio fire crews say a home was destroyed overnight on the city's north side. Heavy flames were spotted around 2 a.m. this morning on the 1400 block of View Ridge Drive. That is not far from Jackson Keller. Firefighters say the house was destroyed. However, no one was home at the time. A nearby home was also damaged by the flames, but no injuries were reported.
Topping your morning headlines, the FBI investigating what is calling a second attempted assassination of former President Donald Trump. Secret Service agents shot 4 to 6 times at a man with an AK-47 rifle on or near Trump's Palm Beach, Florida golf course. This happened on Sunday. Multiple law enforcement sources told ABC News that the man was 300 to 500 yards away from Trump. The man was detained by Florida authorities and identified as Ryan Wesley Ruth. He's believed to have ties to North Carolina and Hawaii.
In the bushes where this guy was is a AK-47 style rifle with a scope, 2 backpacks which were hung on the fence that had ceramic tile in them, and a GoPro. I would imagine that the next time he comes to the golf course, there'll probably be a little bit more people around the perimeter.
This is now, again, the second attempt on Trump's life in 2 months, with the first being at a campaign rally back in July. Trump posted on social media that it was certainly an interesting day and thanked law enforcement for keeping him safe. Authorities are looking into whether Ruth had grievances related to Ukraine and specifically frustrations with Trump's position on the issue.
This morning, TikTok and its parent company, ByteDance, are facing an ultimatum: sell the app or be banned in the U.S. Lawyers for the social media giant are set to argue in court today, saying that law could ban the app is unconstitutional. It comes less than 5 months after President Biden signed a bill into law giving ByteDance until January to find a new owner for TikTok. Despite both presidential campaigns using it, the Justice Department calls TikTok a national security threat.
You see both campaigns on there. Regardless of how they even feel about TikTok, TikTok's future, they're using it now. They want to reach young people.
And U.S. officials say the app can be used as a Chinese propaganda tool, and user data can be handed over to Chinese government. As expected, TikTok denies the allegations.
Meanwhile, Disney and DirecTV finally ended their legal dispute over the weekend. DirecTV viewers can now watch ABC, ESPN, and FX, which also means KSAT. The companies say that their new distribution deal will include new options for customers, including packages for Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus streaming services. I know a lot of people were very relieved when they heard that. Saw the comment section. They were just like, finally got my KSAT back. So hopefully we don't have to go through that again.
Welcome back this morning. And this morning, 20 veterans are back home in Military City, USA after a trip of a lifetime. This group of veterans were part of the 19th Honor Flight out of San Antonio. It is part of a nonprofit effort that sends veterans to Washington, D.C. to visit the memorials dedicated to their service. 4 branches of the military were included in this trip, and the 20 veterans combined for over 180 years of service to our freedom and safety.
If you check the calendars, you see it is September, which is Hunger Action Month. Again, we're urging everyone to give back to the community, the San Antonio Food Bank specifically. Right now, at KSATcommunity.com, you can learn how not only to donate, but advocate for and support those in need in our community.
And this month, we are gearing up for this year's Head for the Cure 5K. It will be next weekend on September 28th at Providence Catholic School.
You can register right now, scanning that QR code on your screen. It's going to take you directly to the website to register. Proceeds from the Head for the Cure go to brain cancer research. For more information, KSAT.com, KSATcommunity.com. Check it out. New this morning, 28 San Antonio athletes with disabilities got a special power soccer clinic from a Team USA member.
Our Devin Karp was there this weekend at practice, and players telling him the unique and accessible sport is so important for our community. Devin.
Yeah, good morning, all. Now, if I learned anything by watching that match yesterday, it's not like any game of soccer you've seen. It's a sport that can send the ball up to 35 miles an hour. Pretty big deal. The game works by having all the players in high-speed power chairs that are outfitted with metal guards. That way, players can use those to pass, shoot, and try to score a goal. This clinic brought in Lexi Hare, who plays for Team USA. She can teach everyone there some new tips, skills, and lessons from the game. Now, I spoke with Jada Cano. She's a local player for the Straps Scorpions team right here in San Antonio, who's been playing power soccer since she was 5 years old. She told me that playing the sport makes her feel like she has no limits.
And so it just kind of makes you forget about everything around you, and you really throw yourself into the game. And that's something that I've always really loved, is I felt able.
Now, Cano says she's taken a lot away from the clinic and hopes to be able to join Team USA herself in the future. Now, I also spoke with 13-year-old Radoinev, who played power soccer for the first time this weekend. He says he was happy it drew out his competitive side, something he hasn't been able to experience until now.
Well, my brothers, they play competitive sports, so I always have to watch them and never could play. But yeah, it's really fun to be able to actually play sports and enjoy them as much as I want to.
I met Rado at another event, actually, where he got to experience some of the full fun of an accessible summer camp. He's a great kid, speaks 3 languages. Rado tells me he loved learning about the sport and wants to join a power soccer team of his own. Now, the clinic this weekend wasn't just for the benefit of some of these players. The Straps team is also certifying new referees, which means an easier time scheduling more games for the future. If you'd like to keep up with the Scorpion schedule, we've got it all online for you at KSAT.com. Gaffney?
Thank you so much, Damon. Looks like a lot of excitement.
It looked very fun.
We're looking at 610 and 75 degrees outside.
Still to come, an ugly start turned into a blowout loss for the Cowboys on their own field. How it all went down against the Saints before 6:30.
And the first official day of fall coming up this weekend. So that means it's time to get that yard ready for the cooler months. We're going to show you which tools will make the yard work a little easier.
Let's head outside right now with our live cam to take a look at the roads out there. Things looking pretty nice already, 75 degrees. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, 6:14. This weekend, fall is in full swing, at least on the calendar. The official first day of the fall is September the 22nd. And while it may not feel like fall in South Texas, once the summer heat takes a break, it's time to tackle those outdoor cleanup activities. Consumer Reports tested dozens of tools that can help make the job easier and gave us a guide so you don't fall for the ones that fail. As summer winds down, homeowner Alex Joyce prepares for the fall. His tool of choice, a leaf blower.
So we got 3 acres, lots of trees, lots of leaves. Fall is challenging.
After hours of rigorous testing, Consumer Reports experts know all about what makes a good leaf blower. Testers weigh and strategically pile leaves into a designated area. Then a timer is set to see how long each blower takes to clear the pile. CR says it's also important to consider how much each weighs and whether it is comfortable to use, especially if you have a larger yard.
The heaviest models we've tested weigh nearly twice as much as the lightest ones, and that can make a huge difference even after just a few minutes.
At under 7 pounds, this battery-powered skill is relatively lightweight and costs nearly half the price of some other recommended leaf blowers. A chainsaw can be a handy tool if you've got bigger branches or even tree limbs to tackle. CR times how fast each chainsaw cuts through a 10-inch square oak beam. As you can see, some saws are faster than others, but fast isn't great if it's not safe.
We test chainsaws for a number of safety features for things like kickback when cutting, but we also just look for some really basic things like whether it comes with a cover for the blade.
CR says you can cut fast and safely with this battery-powered Synex. Pressure washers can make light work of heavy-duty cleaning, but if you don't use them correctly, you risk damaging paint, wood, stone, and even yourself. That's especially true when it comes to the Narrow West nozzle.
We think 0-degree nozzles pose an unnecessary risk, which is why we say if you buy a pressure washer that comes with one, just toss it out.
All right, so while you might be attempting to give those dirty, mossy roof a pressure wash, Consumer Reports says that do not do it because it's too dangerous to both you and the roof. Instead, you need to spray the roof down with a 50-50 mix of bleach and water and let any moss die on its own. Seems a lot easier than trying to get up there and scrub something.
How about you just let it be?
Yeah, let nature happen.
All right, let's check in outside with our trans guide right now. Traffic is starting to pick up. People are starting to hit the road this Monday. This is at 1604 in Babcock. You see the flashing lights right there? That's part of construction. We have been checking everywhere else. Everywhere else looks good. But Alex Gomez is checking out an accident for us out there at 410 and I-35. Alex, good morning.
Yeah, that's correct, Patty. Over here on the northeast side, you can see this car right here has some pretty good damage to his tire. That's preventing him from actually moving off of the highway. But this is going to be at the exit to go 410 west from 35 north. So you do see, we do have EMS and police on scene, and they're using that right lane. So the right lane is blocked at this interchange. So again, if you're going to exit 410 west from 35 north, that's where you're going to see the slowdown, Patty.
All right, thanks, Alex.
All right.
Appreciate that update.
And speaking of slowing it down, seems like the fall is taking its sweet time to get here.
Yeah, it sure is. Even when it does get here, it may not even feel like fall. At least not yet. Before we get to our first fall front, when we think that may be, we've got a trivia question for you. This is an interesting one. So, if you were to dig a hole in San Antonio, straight through the center of the earth, where would you end up? In other words, what is the exact opposite side of the earth to San Antonio?
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just nothing. You go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. Is it Russia, China, the Indian Ocean, or the Pacific Ocean? And don't say your answers yet because we're going to reveal this in 30 minutes. But I wanted to throw this out there one more time. See if people wanted to render a guess.
You're really making us think this Monday morning.
I know, and I kind of made myself think about it. There's a lot to it, and I actually have an article that I wrote a while back about it, and we'll share that with you here in a little bit. But give it some thought. I know it's early. If you haven't had your coffee yet, I do apologize. It is a lot to soak in. All right. First cold front. When might we see it? Let's look at climatology here. So in September, if you go back to 2017, we had it in the first week. 2014, second week. 2020, same story. We're here. Okay. So we're in the middle of September. You go back to 2018, 2022, 2021. Those happened within the last week of September. So again, all of this to say, September is typically a month when we start to see some of those first fronts. We haven't seen it yet. You go back to last year, it took until October, early October, the first week in October. But notice that by the first week in October over the last 10 years, we've at least seen one good front. So my hope is that while there is no front in the forecast anytime soon, maybe next couple of weeks we'll start to see some of those fronts getting a little bit closer and pushing through, and we'll finally get some relief. But I will tell you, it is not going to be this week. Temperatures are going to be in the upper 90s. This is close to record territory. The average is 90, okay, to give you some perspective. Not only that, we have humidity to boot, so that means heat index values will be 100 plus. Let's go outside for you right now. We've got 75, 73 in New Braunfels, 77 in Converse, some 60s for Bernie and Kerrville. Not a bad morning, but it ends up to be a pretty rough afternoon. 97 is where we end up here in San Antonio. A lot of 90s across the area today. And again, those heat index values will also be a problem no matter where you go. What changes this week? Not much. We're stuck. We have our heat high, our ridge, and it almost builds and gets a little bit stronger, but that blocks any sort of storm system from coming through. And as you know from previous summers, once we get our heat high in place, you got to get something to shove it out of the way. Otherwise, it's going to be status quo, and that's exactly what we're dealing with this week. There is a small chance for showers today, but I wouldn't get your hopes up. Otherwise, as we said, lots of heat all the way through the weekend. And yes, fall does officially begin on Sunday, but our high temperature on Sunday is 95.
Time for pumpkin spice.
There you go. Just think cool thoughts.
All right, time right now is 6:20, 75 degrees out there.
Just ahead, it wasn't all bad news for Texas football teams. We got to look at the Texans' win last night in primetime in front of their home crowd.
When you have moderate to severe eczema, it's okay to show off. With Dupixent, show off your clearer skin and less itch. Because you have plenty of reasons to show off your skin. With Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, you can stay ahead of your eczema. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your skin from within. Many adults saw 90% clearer skin. Some even achieved long-lasting clearer skin and fast itch relief after first dose. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Show off to the world. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent.
Hey there, welcome back. Well, it was not a good weekend for Cowboy fans.
Frustrating to watch that. But anyway, so the Game 16 regular season home streak came to an end with a 44-19 loss to the New Orleans Saints. Okay, so the Saints scored touchdowns on their first 6 drives. Dallas was coming off of a dominating season opening win at Cleveland. And get this, Dak Prescott again played his first game since signing a $240 million 4-year contract. They thought that was going to help him in the second game, but apparently it didn't. But the Cowboys lost again 8 months after their last home game in a wild card loss to Green Bay. After this embarrassing loss, Dallas is 1-1 on the year, but however, they won't get a break this next weekend. Cowboys will host a tough Baltimore Ravens team who also lost yesterday. It's good to note that they lost too to the Las Vegas Raiders. But again, the two teams play Sunday at 3:25 p.m. at the AT&T Stadium.
But there was great news for the Houston Texans this weekend. C.J. Stroud threw for 260 yards and a touchdown to help the Houston Texans top the Chicago Bears 19-3 last night. On Sunday Night Football, Houston's defense put heavy pressure on the Bears for much of the game. Stroud's 28-yard scoring pass to Nico Collins put Houston up 10-3 early in the second quarter, and the Texans led 16-10 at halftime. Houston had trouble moving the ball in the second half, but its defense intercepted Chicago twice to secure the victory. Houston is now 2-0 on this young season. So looking ahead, the Texans will next hit the road to take on the Vikings in Minnesota this Sunday at noon at U.S. Bank Stadium.
I'm telling you, it was a very intense football day this past weekend. And again, a lot of our favorites were struggling to get their wins. Hopefully this is just the early season jitters. But Cowboys, y'all coming back, man. We got them. Even though I love the Ravens.
I think every weekend's going to be an exciting football.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Okay, so let's hope for the best. Let's go, boys. Okay, 626 outside, 75 degrees.
Still ahead at 6:30, we're celebrating the start of Hispanic Heritage Month. We're going to tell you about a Central American dish that you can have for breakfast, lunch, dinner, even as a snack.
And Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton asking a judge to block a targeted voter registration program approved by Bexar County, what both sides of the political fight are saying this morning.
All right, taking a live look outside with our live camera out there right now. This is an accident at 410 and I-35. If that is part of your commute, you're going to see this on the shoulder there. Just be careful. Look out for those emergency crews out there. We'll be right back. Hey there, good morning. This morning on GMSA, a former Uvalde School District police officer is back in court today. A look at what's next, including charges over the Robb Elementary shooting. Plus,
citizens of Bexar County will not be intimidated. We believe in the healthy exercise of democracy.
Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton asking a judge to block a targeted voter registration program approved by Bexar County, what both sides of the political fight are saying this morning.
Taking a live look outside with our live cam, it's going to be a hot week. When is the fall finally going to show up? Justin is here to tell us how long we have to wait.
Good morning, guys. 6:30 on your Monday. Check that calendar. It's September the 16th. Can you believe we're like basically halfway through the month?
Yeah, already.
Already.
Thank you for starting your morning with us. We are 6 days from fall, and we are 100 days until Christmas. I know you wanted to hear that.
I want to hear it. I love me some Christmas, but I know a lot of people be like, you can't be skipping past
But you know,
Halloween.
Once fall hits, then it's Halloween, and then it's over.
They always skip
happens
over.
all quickly.
Every year they skip over Thanksgiving, man. What's up with Thanksgiving? We got to show some love to Thanksgiving.
I love Thanksgiving too. No, it's all good. And we're getting there. We're getting into that season, right? So we're getting into that mindset, but this week's going to make it hard to get into that mindset with the way the heat is looking. 97 today, guys, is where we end up. It's going to be a really, not only a hot day, but a hot week. And yes, fall does start on Sunday, but you would never know it. Noontime today, 89, 3 o'clock, 96. 95 at 6 o'clock. There is a small chance for shower today, but I wouldn't bank on it. It's a small chance. Most of us are just going to be looking at partly cloudy skies. Peak forecast heat index. Now, this is important because the humidity is thick. It'll feel like it's 102 here in San Antonio, 102 in Converse, 105 in Gonzales. These heat indices are going to be at this level for at least the next couple of days while humidity levels stay relatively high. So this is definitely something to keep in mind for after-school activities. Pollen count, this is yesterday's numbers. Mold's low, ragweed is low, phloem is low. No real issues here, but we'll see what the new pollen count brings. It comes in at about an hour or so. All right, let's check it on the roads. Let's see how things are looking there. What's the latest, guys?
Yeah, at this time we have no new crashes to report, but I will say Alex Gomez did go on to the one that we reported earlier. Apparently there's some type of cleanup going on, right, Alex?
Yeah, it's in the clearing stages right now, Jaffney. Again, this is going to be on the northeast side. If you're going up 35 northbound and you want to exit 410 westbound, you are going to have that right lane blocked because of this incident right here. It actually looks like the driver was rounding the corner and hit the wall, causing him not to be able to move because his right tire. So again, we are in the clearing stages. This should be wrapped up and cleaned up by the start of the 7 o'clock hour, Japhanie.
All right, Alex, thanks so much. And hopefully the traffic is flowing clearly for everybody who's going on their morning commutes, whether it's to school or to work. Thanks so much. And of course, we'll stay out there. Keep your eyes on the road if you are heading to and from wherever your destination may be. The League of United Latin American Citizens are once again protesting Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton over what they say are his efforts to try and keep Latinos from voting.
Our Devin Karp was at City Hall yesterday with this group held a demonstration. Hey, good morning, Devin. What did they have to say?
Good morning. Well, this is hardly the first time this group has protested the actions of Ken Paxton. And organizers yesterday told me this certainly won't be the last. Now, this all started back in August when Ken Paxton's office raided the homes of several Democrats and LULAC members of part of what Paxton says is an ongoing election integrity investigation. That raid included an 87-year-old volunteer who hopes seniors register to vote. Now, the group spent their morning yesterday protesting at the steps of City Hall before moving to Market Square to host a voter registration event. Protesters today say they do this to educate the next generation of voters about their own civil rights.
And it's up to us as parents, it's up to us and our Latino community to educate our kids, educate them in the schools, educate what this country is for, the democracy, to teach them about our heritage, our history, our cultura.
Paxton has said in a statement that, quote, "We are completely committed to protecting the security of the ballot box and the integrity of every legal vote." Now, the Attorney General's office is also going to be at court this morning at 9 a.m. for a lawsuit it filed against Bexar County regarding a voter registration program. LULAC says they also protest Paxton's actions there with that lawsuit as well. We're going to have that full coverage for you today over the air and online at KSAT.com. Patty and Japhanie.
Devin, and as you mentioned, Ken Paxton's office has asked a judge to block a nearly $400,000 targeted voter registration program approved by the county earlier this month.
And the district attorney, Joe Gonzalez, says it is yet another attempt at voter intimidation. Dylan Collier breaks down both sides of this political fight.
Okay, good morning. Bexar County commissioners voted 3-1 to award a $393,000 contract to Civic Government Solutions, or CGS. The September 3rd measure has been marked by controversy. Opponents of the program, which mails pre-filled voter registration forms to unregistered voters, say the company has connections to progressive entities.
Given that CGS is not subject to the same transparency and oversight requirements as nonprofits engage in similar activities as an LLC, there are virtually no checks and balances here in their voter registration process.
Attorney General Ken Paxton, who threatened to sue Bexar County if it approved the contract, did just that hours after the vote, seeking an emergency injunction to prevent the effort from moving forward, claiming that it potentially invites election fraud.
What the judge has
District Attorney Joe Gonzalez and staff braced for Paxton himself to appear in person for a hearing September 6th.
No one in Commissioner's Court is encouraging anybody to vote one way or another.
Neither Paxton or his staff showed up. The motion for hearing was instead filed after hours and scheduled to go before a judge at 9 a.m. Monday.
The citizens of Bexar County will not be intimidated. We believe in the healthy exercise of democracy.
And that was Dylan Collier reporting. Now, it's unclear if Paxton himself will appear in court today. Paxton's office did not respond to an email from KSAT seeking comment last night. A decision either way will still need to be made in the next few weeks, as the deadline in Texas to vote in the November election is October the 7th.
And one other note, Bexar County has a presiding court system, which means that the case will be called later today and then sent out to another judge. It is a process that can sometimes delay the start of a hearing for several hours.
This morning, a 7-year-old girl is in critical condition after she was found in the crossfire of a shooting inside a West Side home. Happened earlier yesterday on Bratton Drive near Marbach. Police say the people at the home were hosting a boxing watch party. Officers say that a man and a woman got into a domestic altercation, and the man hosting the party tried to intervene. When the host told the man to leave, he refused, and then that's when SAPD says that the host got his gun and shot at the man. It grazed the man and then hit the girl, which was the host's daughter. It's unclear if the girl's dad will face any charges.
Several hours earlier yesterday in the southwest side of town, another man died after a standoff with police at an apartment complex near Kelly Field. Police say they found a domestic violence situation, a man holding a woman against her will with a gun. That woman was able to safely get out of the building after that. The man later came out with a gun and took his own life in front of police. San Antonio police says the woman was treated for minor injuries. And a reminder, if you or anyone that you know is suffering from domestic violence, there is so much help for you. We have created an entire web page dedicated to resources. That QR code right there, you can scan it. It'll take you directly to ksat.com/domestic violence. Happening today, a former Uvalde School District police officer charged in the Robb Elementary shooting is back in court for another hearing today. Adrian Gonzalez's first court appearance was back in July. Now he is charged with 29 counts of abandoning, endangering a child, while former District Police Chief Pete Arredondo was indicted on 10 counts of the same charge. Arredondo waived his court appearance. Both men are facing charges in connection to the botched law enforcement response during the Robb Elementary shooting. Both Gonzalez and Arredondo have pleaded not guilty to the charges they face. And right now it is 6:39, 75 degrees out there this Monday.
Just ahead, celebrating the start of Hispanic Heritage Month, and Patty telling us about a dish that's so good you can eat it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and as a snack.
Hey there, welcome back. Well, you can eat them for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and even a snack. They are called pupusas, and once you give the Salvadorian dish a try, you are never going to forget it.
I bet. So data for the U.S. Census American Community Survey says that in 2017, about 1% or 1.6% of immigrants in San Antonio are from El Salvador.
In celebration of Hispanic Heritage Month, we are sharing the story of a family spreading their culture through food.
Todo se hace con amor, todo lo va a hallar fácil.
Good food is made with love. That's the philosophy of Francisca Alvarez.
Aquí tiene ya todas las pupusas.
On the grill are the first pupusas for the day.
The name of our restaurant is El Buen Paladar.
Way in the west side of Potranco, Alvarez and her family are working to make a living and introducing people to a new type of food to San Antonio.
We're most famous for our Salvadorian pupusas. We also have Nicaraguense dishes and Salvadorian dishes. And we also have a couple Honduran dishes as well.
Her son-in-law, William Salinas, and daughter, Jessica Salinas, run the restaurant. But it all started here, in this food truck.
They originally started their food truck in about 2007.
Salinas says the hardest part was getting San Antonians to try their food.
You can eat it for breakfast, lunch, dinner. You can have it as a late night snack. They're good all day. People absolutely love them.
On an average day, she'll make about 100 to 200 pupusas. She says it's easy, but it takes practice. Trust me, I've tried.
Notice the way she handles the masa right there. And she has this technique that just makes it turn.
There's really an art to it. It took me a while and even her, being from there, it takes a lot of practice to get there.
There's an entire menu of Central American dishes the restaurant makes too, from desserts made with plantain to steak and enchiladas, with a unique Central American flavor.
Pedimos por favor que la gente venga, que nos apoyan.
Man.
All right, so Francisca left her country in the 80s, and she's got an incredible story of how she got here. And her hope is that her daughter and son-in-law and maybe grandchildren will pass on this culture of food to the kids.
I tell you, it makes you speechless when you see that, because I'm hungry. I haven't had breakfast.
It's really good. You should try them. Definitely try them. They're really good.
Love the culture.
Maybe I'll take you out one day.
Please.
We'll go have lunch.
All right. Okay, let's head out to traffic real quick. Of course, in our trans guide, we do have, let me see. TxDOT is reflecting one collision going on right now. This is a US 90 and Old Highway 90. They got the westbound lane blocked at this time. So some type of minor collision taking place right there. But if you're looking at your screen on I-35 at Loop 410, traffic is moving along just fine. Things are looking good. Alex Gomez has been busy on the roadways earlier at a cleanup situation, and now it looks like he's back to going. Good morning, Alex.
Yeah, that's right, Daphne. Everything is all clear on the northeast side, right there at that interchange in front of Windcrest at 410 and 35. All lanes are back open. I'm on my way to get a refill on my coffee. Hopefully they have some papusas to go with it as well. But right now, traffic is looking good on the north side, Daphne.
Hey, Alex, Patty did say that you went with her for that shoot, so I hope if you got those papusas, bring it back so I can have one as well. Thanks, Alex.
They were good.
All right, let's get to Justin, man. Always bring a smile to our faces, even more for people who love the summer months, because we're still in them.
If you like the heat, I've got great news for you. We're going to get to that in just a second. First, we got to answer our trivia question. Our Just Ask Justin question this morning. So if you were to dig a hole in San Antonio, straight through the center of the earth, where would you end up? In other words, what is the exact opposite side of the earth to San Antonio? Is it Russia, China, the Indian Ocean, or the Pacific Ocean?
And this is on the assumption that the earth is not flat, though, right?
That's correct.
I'm kidding.
You just end up on the other side of the paper.
I know, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so I'm going to say China because, like I said, I've just seen that in so many different TV movies and all that good stuff.
Yep, it's a good guess.
I'm going to go with the Indian Ocean.
Indian
The
Ocean.
Pacific Ocean would be too easy.
Okay, that's very good. You're right. It is the Indian Ocean.
Ah, yay.
There you
well
go.
done, Patty.
All
All right. So, yes, the official name for a point diametrically opposite you on the Earth is called an antipode. So San Antonio is smack dab. San Antonio's is smack dab in the middle of the Indian Ocean, which it stands to reason because much of the Earth is ocean. So the odds are you would end up in the ocean. But anyway, if you want to read more about this, I've got an article there that you can check out. We wrote about this a couple years ago. It's pretty interesting stuff. So you can scan that QR code if it's something that interests you, although I realize it is Monday. That's a lot of geography on a Monday morning. Potential tropical cyclone 8 has developed out in the Atlantic. This is the Carolinas here, North Carolina, South Carolina. This is the 4 a.m. update. Look, the Hurricane Center is not really too high on this. They think that this may not even become a named storm at this point. It's looking really ragged. Bottom line, it's going to be a rainmaker for the Carolinas. I don't think this develops really much further. The conditions just aren't right for it. But 4 to 5 inches of rain for parts of North Carolina in the next couple of days. That'll be the big weather maker across the country. We're certainly not seeing anything like that. In fact, we've got mostly clear skies outside. 75 here in San Antonio, 73 in New Braunfels, 77 in Converse, and some 60s for the hill country. Dew points are the real problem. You got some lower dew points in the hill country, but you go out east, these dew points start to climb into the low to mid 70s, and the air is just so thick, and that contributes to those heat index values that likely jump up above 100 this afternoon. So noontime today, 89. We make our way up to 97 for a high. Feels like numbers anywhere from 100 to 101, maybe even as high as 102. And around the area, you'll see plenty of 90s. I mean, this is pretty uniform stuff. Beyond that, high pressure is very much in control. It stays in control. In fact, this builds even more. This is that summer heat high that has come back to visit us very late in the summer. And so even going into the weekend, it is there, which means it's going to keep our temperatures pretty much status quo here. Now, there is a very small chance of a shower today and tomorrow, but I wouldn't bank on it. It's a very, very low chance. And if it pops up, it'll be very, very isolated. 96 Wednesday. Basically upper 90s all the way into the weekend. Maybe a degree cooler for the official first day of fall, 95 on Sunday.
All right, thanks for that. Something to look forward this week. Time right now is 6:50, 75 degrees out there.
It is coming, y'all. Coming up before 7, this sweet bundle of joy going viral for all the right reasons while you'll need a passport to visit this baby hippo.
All right, and taking a look outside with our live cam this morning. It is Monday. People are starting to wake up. Look at that traffic already starting to pick up. We're going to have a final check of your weather and traffic coming up.
And good morning. Welcome back. Tomorrow on GMSA, we're talking about a tough topic, childhood cancer. One local family knows the hardship of it all. You don't want to miss their message as they work to raise awareness. And before you go, check this out. We got something adorable here. A 2-month-old pygmy hippo named Moondong, which translates to bouncy pig, It's making millions of fans online, but you'll need a passport to see her because, get this, the pint-sized new arrival is in Thailand, drawing huge crowds where she lives. The zoo's director says that visits have been up by at least 30% since she arrived, and when she's not gobbling up grapes, she's rolling in the dirt or taking a dip in the pool. That shows you how tiny she is, because you think about it, I've seen hippos eat watermelons, and this little thing is eating grapes. Ugh. Ooh.
She's really cute though, right? What's thing, Japhanie?
It should be more like slimy pig.
Yeah, there you go, little slimy pig. Well, there you go, Gloria's little baby. Love it.
All right, let's check in with traffic right now. We are looking at an accident at I-35 in Church right now. That is the backup that you're seeing right there on your screen. So if that is your commute, be aware you might want to leave a few minutes earlier, and that is what you are going to encounter. And we're going to check in with Alex Gomez, who is on 410 right now. Alex, what are you seeing?
Yeah, well, it's getting a little bit busier over here, Patty. This is going to be 410 eastbound right at Vance Jackson, but even with the higher traffic volume, speeds are still pretty good on the highways, Patty.
All right, thanks, Alex. Appreciate all the reports this morning.
Warming it up for our fall weather.
So much. 97 today, 97 tomorrow, 96 on Wednesday. Yeah, you get the idea. This whole week is basically going to be a lot of the same. Mostly sunny skies, hot afternoons. Yes, fall officially does begin on Sunday, but it does not feel like it. My hope is that down the line, and we'll be parsing through these models next couple of weeks to find that first cold front. It will come, but it is not going to be this week. So we're still in the waiting game here. And yeah, just is what it is.
My favorite part of fall is the fact that when it's doing that merge from summer into the fall weather, it's like real chill. It's not super cold outside.
Cold,
It's the best part.
And the time changes too. Don't forget that.
That too.
November, yeah.
First week of
And it's chilly enough just to put on your cutest little sweater.
It's almost sweater weather.
Almost
There's
sweater.
nothing better than cool weather and college football on a Saturday.
There you go.
That's when it gets good.
There you go.
There you go. Thanks so much for joining us, guys. We'll be back here on GMSA at 9. Y'all have a great one.